Impressions Long Beach. I'm here with my boy John Gibbs from Logo Daddy. So thankful that you stepped in to join with us. Tell me a little bit about your company, your shop, what you guys do, kind of how you got started. What is Logo Daddy?
Logo Daddy, we've been in business 15 years. We are about 20 people deep at this point. We actually do screen printing and we do vinyl wraps as well. So yeah, you know, we've been just growing like crazy. So business has been good. We're expanding. We're selling a building, buying a building. Have a lot of things going on. We're excited for 2023, and that's about it.
What expansions are you planning on doing?
Well, we just bought a new building.
Okay.
So we're selling.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Big deal. Thank you. It is a big deal. We started out in like 800 square feet.
Yep.
We went to 2,500 square feet. Then we left there. We went to 12,000, and now we're going to 21,000 in like 2 years. So like,
it's expensive.
It is expensive,
but you have to do it, right?
We have to do it. We need more growth. COVID was good to us, kind of. Like we picked up different customers, and those customers offer growth for us, so we're doing it.
So what are you doing differently with you have 21,000 feet now. What lessons have you learned in being in other shops and moving and like, hey, we've got to get this right, or we're gonna spend extra time and space on this thing?
So many. I think that we run a pretty clean shop, a pretty organized shop. But when you scale, you know, it's hard to keep that up, right? So now, fortunately, I have a lot of friends in the industry that I'm gonna have them come in and help with those things, right?
So
like,
smart.
let's figure out who, not how. You know, let's get the guys in that know how to do it better than me, and show us the best ways to organize that. But I think that with more space, we'll be able to be a lot more efficient. So hopefully that'll work out. Our vinyl wraps are just blowing up as well. So our vinyl wrap business is a little interesting. Like a lot of people do, like we wrap cars, we wrap commercial vehicles and things like that, but we wrap a lot of race cars. And so we've kind of gotten into the right customer there as well.
Yeah.
So when you get into the right customer, they have race teams, they have haulers, they have shirts, they have so much stuff that goes with that, and it just goes crazy.
And then usually behind that fun, there's a big business that's paying for all of the fun, and they need branding, and they need help.
Yeah. You get to those bigger customers through them.
Yeah.
You know, they find that corporate sponsor, and then that corporate sponsor is like, hey, we need shirts and wraps too. So yeah, we actually just picked up a new customer that I think is going to turn into like thousands of tractor trailer wraps, and so it's just great.
Are you an installer, or do you have guys that do it?
I am an installer.
Okay.
I try not to ever install.
You can wrap a car beginning.
I can wrap a car at the end of the day. I'm hoping I never have to wrap another one, but we have several installers, and then we also subcontract some installers. That's a whole thing too. I tell people all the time, like, you know, we talk in our text groups and all of our stuff about all the problems you have running the screen print business. But then the vinyl business is like it's a whole other animal, you know, with all the same problems, similar. And so you got to figure out both those things. But hopefully I'll never have to wrap, and hopefully I'll never have to screen print much either. So my guys are better than me.
Well, that's the best. That's been my strategy with the guys I play music with. I want to be the worst musician in the band.
If I'm the best guy, we're in trouble.
Yeah. So tell me, my building in Oklahoma City, there's a company in Oklahoma City that's called Lettering Express, and we're very fond with them. They do vehicle wraps, they do installations, all that stuff. So we have the large format printers now, and we have decided my buddy, I rented him some space, and it's a tattoo shop, and it's right next door.
Nice.
Well, his building is currently wrapped to represent our building, and so we have printed all of the vinyl, and properly outgassed, we've laminated it, and Jaron and I, my production manager, are going to attempt to wrap the front of this building by ourselves.
Is it corrugated or flat?
It's brick.
Okay. So,
and I've got the gun, I've got the proper tech,
So brick sounds hard. Honestly, it can be one of the easier.
Sure.
I mean, obviously the key is always making sure everything's clean.
Yeah.
But with brick, what's nice is you can almost sweep the vinyl on and register to where it's flat, and then everything's in the heat roll, right? It's in all in the speed of the heat roll and things like that. But brick's actually, the front of our building's brick, and our mainline signage is all just done in wrap. And you can't, it's been there now, and this building's been there for 3 years, but it's great. You do a good job. It's gonna stay.
You don't think we're gonna get in a situation way over our head?
You're gonna be screwed. You're way over your head. but that's all right. You're gonna.
You want to send a few installers
it's
to
like
Oklahoma City?
I tell guys like this, like when we're wrapping tractor trailers, I go, hey, the good news is this: if you're not very good at rivets back here, by the time you get all the way around to the other side, you're gonna be fantastic.
Well, and I'm being honest. Like, truthfully, that's part of our strategy. Like, I don't want to be an installer, but I'm finding we have a laser machine, and it's kind of how screen printing started. At least how we do our business. I have to do it. Sure. I have to understand it. I don't have to be the best at it, but then I have to be able to call somebody on their bullshit, or I have to be able to.
What are the pain points? How hard really is this? You know, that it is good, and I think that's what my guys have respect for me because of that. Like if we're a man short, I'm rapping. You're on something, you know what I mean, or I'm screen printing, or I'm whatever. And I do enjoy doing that, like probably like you do. Like I like to jump in and like be the hero for a minute, and then get out, and then those guys take it over from there. But I don't know, I can still do it. If I'm wrapping stuff or screen printing, we're probably not making any money.
Well, I'm gonna FaceTime you before we get started, and I'm just gonna say, here's what we're doing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's our strategy.
Let's do it. And I can help. Yeah, I will at least get you started. Okay. Right. Hey, the first panel is the most important. Everything else is easy.
And you know, my theory is thinking that like we have the printer, we have the laminator, so when we mess it up, rip another one.
Yeah, that's the way. So that's definitely. So it's funny that you say. So you outgas. So you guys are using solvent printers. So we've moved from solvent to all HP latex. Okay. Because of that exact thing. So to not have to outgas because it's way faster. So we can actually print and literally come right off the printer and laminate and go install like today, and it's nice. So, but you know, there's pros and cons to it. But so that's the only thing that's your only con is if you mess up a panel, you gotta wait for it to outgas. Yeah. So,
do you cut when you? We're getting off topic, but. It's what I'm hosting, so I get to ask whatever the hell I want. Our panels we printed them to bleed, but we found it when we were having the machine cut the long lines that it would get caught up.
It does.
Do you hand cut them?
Yes, we hand cut
everything.
Yep. Okay. So all the edges, like we trim all of the edges. If there's something needs to be cut out of the inside, right? Like with crops, you can do that, but we hand trim everything.
Straight lines.
It's the only way to do it. Yeah. And actually make sure, we always teach our guys like, hey, cut into the color, because some guys will try to be really, really precise about cutting on the white, and then you wrap it on the wall and you have all this white line everywhere, and you gotta cut into the color. Cut the color.
Cut the color.
Cut the color.
That's what you gotta do. Yeah. Okay, so 2023. What's y'all's strategy going into 2023? Where do you have room for growth in your business, or what are you focusing on?
So we're so with the new building, we're gonna try to dial that in, get our processes. We're probably adding a press, so we'll have 3 autos at that point.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We have. I know. I'm a little nervous about it. Like, 3 autos isn't crazy, but it's it's a lot. There's a lot.
It's also a slippery slope.
It is.
I will say
you get much past that, and it can get tougher.
I made the most money when I had 2 autos.
That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing 2 to 3 autos, and you're good. So that's I feel a little confident there. But we have plenty of growth. Our customers need more, and so we're in a really good spot. Like it's one of those. It can always go wrong, but I think it's going to go right.
How about embroidery?
Embroidery, we're looking to add that as well. We currently send that out.
Yeah.
And it's something we definitely want to add, but again, it's like because we've always done vinyl, we didn't really dive deep into embroidery because it's so hard to do everything at a high level, I think. Right. And so, but we're to the point now with enough employees that we can actually dial into embroidery as well, and it is something we want to add. That's actually what my wife and I have been looking a lot at with this show.
Do you guys like to hire people that are experts? Like, would you go hire some operators, or would you want to train from within?
I would probably, what I like to do, I would bring in embroidery. I would try to find someone who's very good at that already. Either offer them the gig, or at least offer them like, hey, come and help.
Buy a little embroidery business.
Yeah. Or buy an embroidery business. Exactly.
Bring an operator over.
Yeah, I was talking with a couple other owners, and that's what they did, and it worked out well for them. Yeah, bring them in and just let them do their thing. And like you said, learn about it, and then I think what I feel like I'm good at, I'm sure you're good at it too, is once you know a little bit about it, you can see what the pain points are, and you can correct those.
Right.
And so that's, I think, what owners. That's kind of our job.
What do you think about direct to film? Is that in your future?
Yeah, I love it.
You want a machine?
Love it. Yeah, we almost already bought one, but Steven scared me away.
Yes. Yes.
So thanks, Steven.
That's a common sentiment.
Yeah. So so right now we use several companies for that to get that in, and we're basically going under that rule, like almost 50 pieces or less. We're going to go that route unless it's like a 1 or 2 color, something fast, you know. But if it's, again, right now we only have 2 autos, and our customers fortunately have large print runs, so like sometimes it's 5 and 10,000 pieces. I mean, you know, that's with 2 autos. Yeah. You're talking 4 shifts or something, you know. So that's keeping those presses running. And now we have all the small jobs that we have to do something with. Well, DTF's a perfect solution for that. So yeah, we're definitely. I think when that whole thing, you know, in a couple more years when it's dialed in a little more, and there's been some more people test it out, we'll probably buy the printer.
Yeah, it just makes too much sense, especially when you're talking about a piece of technology that's $15,000 to $20,000.
It's cheap.
It's not like it just can't print.
Yeah, and it's another. I looked at it like, or we looked at it like, I mean, for $30,000, really,
you got another auto.
You have another auto that's going to just do all the jobs you really hate to do on your auto.
Yeah. For us, it really solves for once. We've never been able to confidently provide the print-on-demand solution.
Yeah.
Even with DTG, like I was never satisfied with the pre-treat, and I really think for the first time, if we have a good operator and that machine's running all day, and then it can just be like if the customer walks in or an online store, you know, what orders were batched yesterday, print those first this morning.
You can give a quality product,
get out,
and still handle it. Yeah, that's for us. So like we used to do a lot of athletic stuff. You know, we've been doing baseball teams, and like everybody starts out kind of doing that stuff. Yeah. And we literally moved away to where we almost don't do any of it because it was always, Aunt didn't buy a parent shirt. Now you got to print 2 more or something like that. So we were like, this is just, it became too much of a pain in the ass. So now with DTF,
what do you need?
Yeah, they ordered 50, let's order 100, and when they come back and need 5, cool, we got it. Yeah, or next year or whatever, So, yeah, I think it's going to solve a lot of problems. DTF is definitely going to change the market, in my opinion. Everybody worries about it, and they're like, well, what about screen print? I mean, it's still going to always be there. Yeah. You can't print 10,000 of anything with DTF.
And it not make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm with that.
Yep.
What about your dark room? What score do you give? You're dialed in?
Yeah. So listen, we're fully automated in the dark room. We have everything. We have direct to screen. We have an IMGS.
Yep.
We have...
You auto-coding?
Yeah, we auto-code.
Unicode?
Yep, Unicode.
Okay.
Yep, Unicode, IMGS. We're burning with a Starlight right now.
Me too.
I like it. Yes. There's always a trade-off, right? Like, it speeds fast. For the jobs we do, it's fine.
But is it inline Starlight, or is it a separate unit?
It's separate unit. Okay. It's separate unit. So that stuff's pretty quick. We have a reclaim solution, but it's not the big reclaim solution. But it works good for us, On an average day, we're going to burn 40 or 50 screens, so it's not crazy, and it's easy to keep up with. But our darkroom, it's funny because I have a really talented guy in there who's been printing for like 35 years, and he runs our darkroom and our reclaim area, and he's like, he can go in and be done with 35, 40 screens in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and like you're set up for the day.
It's fantastic.
That's the most important part. If you get that part right, it's like having another auto.
Yeah. So. What's your reclaim solution you're looking at next?
Probably Blue Water. Yeah. We like those guys.
Yeah.
So I think that machine's pretty cool. So if we upgraded to something right now, I think they'd be leading the pack for me.
Yeah, that machine looks awesome.
Yeah,
it's cool to see the. It's not acrylic, but it's what is it? Poly.
Yeah, it's like a poly something. Yeah,
something
hard plastic.
Hard plastic, but it's awesome. And Alex was explaining to me yesterday. I said, "Why did you choose this over stainless?" And he just said that from the beginning. 2 years ago, stainless was cheaper.
Yeah.
But now, since all of it,
it's louder. Honestly, those machines are loud. So I think that machine's gonna ultimately be quieter.
Sweet.
Which, if you're the guy that has to run that all day long, that matters.
It does.
So just those little benefits. again, they all have pros and cons.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think even using still the dip tank in front of that thing, I think you have a better chance that screen comes out and you don't have to touch it. Your chemistry maybe doesn't have to be as perfect.
That's smart. Yeah. We haven't considered it. That's a good idea.
So, I don't know, blue water probably. Yeah.
John, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Logo Daddy,
my
pal. Where can people keep up with you on social media?
So Logo Daddy Graphics on Instagram. My Instagram is The Real John Gibbs. And then, I mean, really those two Instagram will link you everywhere.
Love it.
Same on Facebook, Logo Daddy Graphics.
Okay.
So,
well, thank you, and thanks for watching.
Thanks,
and see you.